The city of Dorgesh-Kaan is a pretty dead place, but I think it has a lot of really interesting things, and so I wanted to make a video on it. I did show Dorgesh-Kaan in a video a couple of years ago, and showed a few things around the place that I thought were interesting, but I didn't go into much detail about it, and I feel like it really deserves a whole video on its own, because Dorgesh-Kaan is such a big city with a lot of really cool little details that most people don't notice at all. So here are some facts about Dorgesh-Kaan that you probably didn't know. You'll likely know this one, but you can buy a Dorgesh-Kaan sphere here from Aldak. But what most people probably don't know is that you can use noted molten glass for this. All you need is 1 molten glass and 2 law runes per sphere, and you can choose the amount you want to make. I'll just go ahead and do 20. The spheres teleport you randomly anywhere around Dorgesh-Kaan, so you kind of have to find your way back to the center, or wherever you need to go. You can also go all the way upstairs to the top floor of Oldak's house, and here is a chest which you can steal from. This particular chest has a different loot table from the other chests around Dorgesh-Kaan. You can actually steal Dorgesh-Kaan spheres from here. Over here is Zanic's house, which has some interesting stuff on the walls. And upstairs are some more chests you can steal from that also have a unique drop table compared to the other chests around Dorgesh-Kaan. Here in the Dorgesh-Kaan South dungeon is a blocked tunnel which you can enter to arrive here in the Kalphite hive. And I guess once you unblock it, you can enter the Dorgesh-Kaan dungeon from the Kalphite hive as well. And here is the Dorgesh-Kaan agility course. Over to the east is a goblin you can talk to. He needs you to get a couple of things for him and go through the agility course. Except you can't take them in the same trip because they require different routes. He specifically needs a meter and a cog, but the cog is heavy, so you can't take the grappling hook route, and the meter is delicate, so you can't go through the narrow opening with that in your inventory, so you have to do 2 separate trips. Over here you can find the items by using a spanner on the console to get the meter, or using it on the boiler to get the cog. But if you try to grapple the pylon with the cog in your inventory, then you fall. But if you go this route with both things in your inventory, then the meter gets destroyed, but at least you still have the cog. And once you return to Turgal with the cog, you complete a lap of the Dorgesh-Kaan agility course, and then he assigns you 2 more random items to get. I believe the fastest way to finish the agility course is to just use the grappling route and get the item that you can take that way, and then come back and just repeat that. Probably the most notable thing about Dorgesh-Kaan is the marketplace. At the lamp stall, you can trade Miltog for lanterns and lamps and stuff like that. At the armor stall, you can trade Reldak for frog leather armor. And each of these little market stalls with the kind of umbrella things are selling food. Here you can buy a frog burger. When eaten, they heal 2 HP. Here you can buy a bat shish. Here you can buy frog legs. Seems like everything here is 10 coins and heals 2 HP, so I guess keep that in mind. And here you can also buy green gloop soup. Apparently this is made from cave slimes. And frog spawn gumbo, and wall beast fingers. You can also sell surface food, meaning non-goblin food, to the random gourmets who walk around the marketplace. But to do that, you need to get permission first. So, first you find Lurgon. Ask him how you can sell food. You'll be randomly assigned a council member to get permission from, and this is kind of weird how it works, but it only gives you permission for the specific world that you're in. So I'm in 369 currently, so if I hopped worlds, I wouldn't have permission in that next world, and then if I got permission in that world, it would erase the permission that I got in 369. Not sure why exactly it works that way, but that's how it works, I guess. And the counselor I have to get permission from is Urzek. So now I need to find him. Okay, I managed to find Urzek. Well, that was easy, and now I can go sell food. If you want to get an estimate on what the price for a food item might be, you can show it to Lurgon first. Although it's not totally accurate, and then you can just use it on a gourmet. And depending on their reaction, they might be willing to pay more or less for it. So this seems like a pretty good reaction. There's a more specific way to determine the price of something on the wiki, so I'll just link that in the description because I don't think I'd be able to explain it very well. Lurgon said 150 for the pre-made wormhole, so I'm gonna sell it for, I don't know, 160. Sometimes you can sell multiple at a time, up to 5, and then sometimes you'll get a random food item in return. You can't sell to the same gourmet twice in a row, so I'll find another one and sell a different food item. It seems like different gourmets will have different reactions to the same type of food. This activity can be profitable, but it seems like it's not the most stable money maker, but it sure is an interesting one. And also when you sell food to gourmets, sometimes they'll give you food in return. I'll show a list up on screen of the different types of food that you can get from them. It's cool because you can't really get these otherwise, and they're not tradable. There is one item, fillets. On the wiki it says you can obtain them by trading various shopkeepers, and I'm not sure if it's supposed to mean gourmets because I don't think you just randomly get them from trading other goblins. It makes more sense that it's just a typo or something and they meant to say gourmets because gourmets are the ones who give you random food. And here are some random cool little details around Dorgesh-Kaan. Here at the nursery, a unique jingle plays when you enter. The nursery itself is pretty cute. There's like little baby goblins and children. In a couple of these ponds, there are random goblin fish that pop out occasionally. There is a crate goblin who walks around here carrying a crate he needs to deliver. He kind of goes around the marketplace and stops at different stalls. And at the end of his trip, he goes up these stairs. Oops, I better get out of his way. Then he kind of just follows this route here. And goes down these stairs. And stops in this little house. Then he starts going this way. And goes up the stairs, then down these stairs back into the marketplace, and he just kind of repeats that. You can get some interesting dialogue with some of the NPCs around here. With the normal cave goblins, they mainly just say the same thing. There's this spit goblin here. These two are some interesting characters. They seem to have the same problem that started the whole goblin diplomacy quest. Here's the dialogue with the guards. And this little place with the anvil and furnace, there are some tools on the wall, but if you try to take them, Bartak will stop you. And here's the dialogue when you talk to Bartak normally. Here's some more cave goblin dialogue. Here's the dialogue with Ermeg. I won't show all of the dialogue, but it's really interesting if you want to learn the lore about Dorgesh-Kaan. You can also get different dialogue from the cave goblin and dwarves in the train station. Overall, it seems like all of the cave goblins are just really wholesome and nice, and Dorgesh-Kaan is such an interesting and unique place, and it's sad to see it so dead, but I hope this video makes some of you appreciate Dorgesh-Kaan a little bit more. I highly recommend you come here and talk to the goblins and interact with them and just do stuff around the city yourself, because it's really a unique experience and this is just such a cool place. But well, that's it for the video. I hope you all enjoyed and learned something very cool today. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you lovelies next time. Goodbye!